You give me hope, the strength, the will to give on.
Hello everyone, this is Chef Michaela of Seafood Galore.
It's Mervic Vicky Monosilio, and I would like to invite you tomorrow. That's the
And I'm inviting you all to watch Germination, help our...
So on behalf of One You Connect, we would like to thank One Nation.
Hi everyone, I am CJ Little. I am your creative
Karandang, yung Mrs. Philippines UK 29.
Hi everyone, I'm Irene Colosso, and I would like to...
Ako po si Christine. Gusto ko lang po kayong i-invite sa interview.
Instructor and founder and co-creator of
Curator. I'm inviting everyone to join me.
Montes, and I'm inviting you this coming February 24.
I'm an actor, singer, and entertainer.
I'm currently the Director of Skilled Healthcare International.
I am a newly arrived nurse here in the UK.
Space Organization Coach, and I would like to invite you to join.
Hello everyone, good morning and good evening to everyone.
Everyone, my name is Victoria. I'm a UK-based transgender actor.
Of Artist Venue UK, please join us on
Watch me tomorrow, June 9 at Germination Facebook page.
UK time. And we're going to be talking about how I manage.
Join me on Germination Show this coming 2nd of June 2021, hosted by...
And I'll be joining the live stream of Germination.
7 p.m. UK time. I'll invite
the Germination Show happening on May 12th, 7 p.m. Philippine time.
Me out on a Germination Show from the UK this Sunday, May 2nd.
On Sunday, April the 18th, 7 o'clock London.
The founder of Elegance Music and Arts.
28th of March, I will share my patient.
Expecting to you all watch us this Wednesday, 24.
Imagine all.
What would you tell your 12-year-old self? If you're in front of your 12-year-old self, what?
Pasko na naman, ngunit wala ka pa. Hanggang kailan kaya ako maghihintay sa iyo? Bakit ba naman kailangan lumisan pa? Ang tanging hangad ko lang ay makapiling ka.
At sana ngayong Pasko ay maalala mo pa rin ako. Hinahanap-hanap pag-ibig mo. At kahit wala ka na, nangangarap at umaasa pa rin ako. Muling makita ka at makasama ka sa araw ng Pasko. Pasko na naman, ngunit wala ka pa. Hanggang kailan kaya ako maghihintay sa iyo? Bakit ba naman kailangan lumisan pa? Ang tanging hangad ko lang ay makapiling ka. Sana ngayong Pasko ay maalala mo pa rin ako. Hinahanap-hanap pag-ibig mo. At kahit wala ka na, nangangarap at umaasa pa rin ako. Muling makita ka, makasama ka sa araw ng Pasko. Sana ngayong Pasko ay maalala mo pa rin ako. Hinahanap-hanap pag-ibig mo. At kahit wala ka na, nangangarap at umaasa pa rin ako. Muling makita ka at makasama ka sa araw ng Pasko. Sana ngayong Pasko
Yes, hello! Warm greetings, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from right now. And welcome to Germination TV, our hub for health, arts, and business. And I'm your host, Jeremy, here in London. And I take it that you're all doing well and keeping safe wherever you're watching from right now. So please write on the comment box where you're watching from so I can give you a shout out. And I would like to greet Sheena Chang. Welcome here in Germination. Ayan, we are live streaming simultaneously on our YouTube channel and on our Facebook page, Germination. And we're also live streaming on Discovery. Ayan. We're also live streaming on Musika Silangan Facebook group. Also on One Nation Awards UK 2021. Germination Get Champion Facebook group. And Mrs.Philippines EuroAsia Facebook page. We are live right now in Mrs.Philippines EuroAsia. And yes, of course, thumbs up and hearts will be very much appreciated. So don't be shy, give it a try. Click those buttons now. And who is celebrating their birthdays today? Ayan. Anybody celebrating their birthday today? Ayan. So if you are celebrating your birthday, here is something for you. Social
still remain if you know what you're looking for. Today, what's left of the violation.
Ayan, happy birthday to all those who are celebrating their birthdays today and for this month of December. And if you haven't done so, please don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel. Ayan, please subscribe on our YouTube channel and follow and like our Facebook page, Germination. Show us some love and appreciation. And of course, germination wouldn't be complete without the seed that we can plant into your mind and let it germinate. Because we believe that everything starts from within. So, our inner works for today is...
Welcome, welcome, welcome to Inner Works, where everything starts from within. For this week, let's start off the day by creating a safe space where we can speak our truth and live our authentic lives. I'd like to share to you this quote. The truth rises to the surface like oil on water. And that is coming from a Slovak proverb. For this week, let me share to you 4 uncomfortable truths that I've learned in my life. Number 1, the best revenge is getting yourself to a place where you no longer care about revenge. Like what I always say, every time that something stirs up to me, I would say, peace be with you. Number 2, just because a relationship lasted for a long time, it doesn't mean that it's working. So, relationship are not counted, the quality of a relationship are not counted through the years that you've been together, whether if it's a friendship or partnership. So it doesn't matter the anniversaries or the years, but what matters most is the quality. Number 3, self-respect comes from self-control. You'll never respect yourself if you're a slave to people-pleasing and external validation. Okay, guys, this is a very powerful one. So we don't need others' validation so we can measure our self-importance. So always remember that. Number 4, if you always think that your happiness is somewhere else, it will never be wherever you are. You know the saying that the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence? That's not true. The grass will always be greener where you water it. So guys, amongst those 4, which one that really hits you? So likes and share and comments, please. Join us again next week. This is Mimi Mili, sending my love and light to you. See you next week.
So that's our inner works for today. And now I would like to introduce our very special guest for tonight. But before I bring her in, let me just play this short video. All right, are you guys ready for a very special guest? Okay, let's bring her in. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's all welcome Ate Julie Simmons, a theater nurse, and Mrs.Philippines EuroAsia 2021 first runner-up Pearl Charity, and also Mrs. Elegance and Mrs. Eloquence. Ayan. Hello, welcome here,
Hello.
Ate Julie Simmons. Please greet our live audiences for tonight.
Hello, everyone. Good evening, good day. I don't know what time it is in other parts of the world, but in UK is good evening. Mga kababayan, kumusta kayong lahat dyan sa Pilipinas? Sana marinig niyo ako kahit tulog pa kayo.
Yes, they will be able to watch it later on. I think it's about 3 o'clock in the morning, right? 3 o'clock in the Philippines right now.
Maybe.
Yeah, some people they wake up at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock, so they can watch it on a replay. So,
Yes.
all right. So thank you very much, Ate Julie, for for being with us tonight. And Ate Julie, I always kamusta natin yung mga taga Batangas? You're from Lipa City, Batangas, right?
Sa Lipa ako nakabili ng bahay, but actually I came from Laurel, Batangas near the Taal volcano.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
pero Batanggenya pa rin.
Ayan. Shout out to all the Batanggeños and Batanggeñas watching right now and who will watch this one later on because Philippines is still asleep at the moment. And I would like to welcome Coco Loves Amber. Ayan, welcome here. Coco Loves Amber, mega aw aw. Ayan, welcome here. And let's see. Ayan, Sheena Chang, welcome. And Ate Julie, I always do this to my special guests, and nobody escapes my quick fire questions. Ayan. Are you ready for this one, Ate?
Okay.
Quick fire questions. So basically, I'm going to throw you questions and you will answer it by the first thing that will come into your mind. It's just a way of knowing you more, warming you up. As you can see, it's cold now here in London. It's winter.
Yeah.
And of course, having fun here in Germination. Okay, you ready for this one?
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Sleep or eat?
I think I would like to sleep.
Sleep. What was the last thing that you Googled?
The last thing I Googled was something like fashion in Shane, Christmas outfit for the party next weekend.
All right. Ate Julie, apart from your face, which body part you look most in the mirror?
My tummy, because it should be smaller, but it's bigger.
We are on the same boat. I'm also looking. That's the other thing that I look in front of the mirror as well, apart from my face. Ate Julie.
I hope the boys are looking at my bottom rather than my tummy, though.
Ate Julie, would you rather win the lottery or live twice as longer?
I would like to live twice as longer. Because whatever money you get in the lottery is probably not going to make you as happy as when you are living longer and healthily.
Amazing, amazing. Would you rather have a cook or a maid?
I think I would rather have a cook because this person will be eating with me anyway, so we'll eat together.
Would you rather have an X-ray vision or read the mind? Which one would you like?
I read the mind because I always thought I was abnormal, but someone came up with a diagnosis that I'm very visionary, so I can always solve problems before it happens. So
wow.
Yes, I like reading people's minds.
Amazing, amazing. Progress or perfection?
Both, I think. I think I'm a little bit OTT. I'd like to be 100% perfect in everything that I do, but obviously I cannot do that because we are only human beings. But in everything I do, I strive for the best because I cannot have a second chance, especially if I am dealing with my patients. It's got to be the best I can do for them.
Amazing. Memory or imagination?
Memory. I love my memory. At one point, I was a little bit worried because I was getting older, and I was kind of thinking, when do I start thinking, will I be having Alzheimer's? But instead of worrying about it, I went and researched any any project that will look into people's memory. So I did join a research by one of the Smith Klein, and they
Mhm.
did like a project testing memory if it is good for the brain to have coconut. And
Okay.
I joined that, and we were given a drink of coconut. I don't know what else was in the coconut, and we were fasting. And after you were fasting for an hour, and then they show you pictures on the computer, then you have to actually recall where you saw the picture on the screen, whether it's at the top, the bottom, the side, or not there.
Wow.
And I just went through the whole thing, and I was so happy after 6 weeks that I actually passed. And they were putting all the leaves on my head just to see, where
EEG.
where the information was coming from. And I was just so happy that I passed. They even paid me £900 just
Wow.
looking into my brain.
That's good. That's good.
the
Amazing.
the
Amazing.
question that asked me was, how can you remember all those details? And I came up with an answer that maybe because I am a theater nurse, and you are shown an instrument for the first time and you have to remember it. You cannot be asking everybody every time you hold a new instrument. So you are shown something and you've got to try and remember it.
I see. Amazing. Amazing. Possession or creation?
I like being creative because before I was studying as a child, I always liked doing something with my hand. And as I grew up, I never realized that I will be uh, thinking and doing other things apart from creativity. So I suppose possession came in a second, but being creative is my
First one.
favorite pastime at the moment is doing crochet. But I grew up watching my auntie as a dressmaker making clothes for everybody. And when I told my mom I wanted to be a dressmaker, she never really allowed me because she said I'll die very young because I'll forget to eat when I'm sewing. But without my mom's knowledge, I actually went into a night school when I was still in college and learned
Okay.
how to use the sewing machine. So
I
when I
see.
came to England in 1972, everybody else was buying records and clothes, but I sneakily went into the sewing shop and bought my own sewing machine.
Wow. Amazing. Thank you for sharing that one, ate. Beauty
Yes,
or brain? Beauty or brain?
I think I like brain first.
Mhm, mhm. Amazing. Amazing.
Um, it is. I think to actually watch and listen and learn from people is a skill, and I think when you talk too much, you don't learn anything because you're too
Mm,
busy talking. But I like keeping quiet and like absorbing what people are saying. At the same time, you're learning so much. Well, up to now, even
mm.
at my age, I still learn a lot from different people.
That's true, ate. That's true. I agree
Yes,
with you 100% with that one. It's better to listen than to talk.
yes,
Because you learn more. You learn more.
yeah, yes.
Ate, would you rather win the Olympic gold or win a Nobel Prize? Olympic gold medal or
I
Nobel
would
Prize?
rather win a Nobel Prize, I think, because that is something that not everybody will be able to do because special people get those prizes. But mind you, I wasn't aiming for any of those two because as they say, an empowered woman just like to do her own thing, control her own destiny, set her own goals, and achieve it.
Yes.
So I'm not one of those two things that you just said. I'm
Amazing.
quite happy. I'm quite happy being a woman and achieving what I wanted to achieve at any given time. I
Amazing.
could be someone in jeans and feel comfortable with it, or I could be dressed up to the nines.
Wow. Great, great, amazing, amazing. Ate, what would you tell your 12-year-old self? If you're in front of your 12-year-old Julie, what would you tell her?
I think I'm going to say to my 12-year-old self is something like, uh, always ask question, listen to the grown up. Don't get upset if you're being told off. It's because these people around you love you. They want you to make use of your time. They don't want you to grow up wasting time playing with your iPhone or watching YouTube and being silly about other people. But yes, have time for watching your little horses on the telly, your program, your toys. But when it's time to study, or 20 minutes of doing word search or learning how to crochet and do a skill, I think balance the time between learning and playing is what I'm going to say my 12 year. I think when I was 12 years old, I was exactly the same. I like copying um, the lady who is doing the washing the clothes, or the lady who is cooking, or cleaning the house, or how to make coffee for my mom and dad, just to please them, because they're always looking after me, but at the same time I want to give something back. So I think I was a little too goody good shoes when I was little, 12 years old.
Wow, amazing, amazing, Ate. I hope you enjoy that one. All right, amazing. I hope you enjoyed that one and it wasn't too bad.
No.
So good, 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 good. So, what treat are we in for today, and what value can we give our live audience for today? I always look forward to doing germination because I always learn from my special guests. It doesn't matter if they are younger than me. I make sure that I always learn from my special guests. And I always believe that we learn from each other's journey and life experiences as well. And of course, we are in the presence of a theater nurse who has been working in the
Yes.
NHS for 49 years of service.
Yeah.
And she's also Mrs. Eloquence and Elegance and Mrs.Philippines EuroAsia 2021 first runner-up, Pearl Charity. Ayan. So we would like to learn from you tonight, Ate Julie. Ayan. Thank you. Thank you. So, Ate Julie, was nursing your first choice?
No, actually, in the Philippines, I graduated as a medical technologist. I went to my parents and I told them, I asked them if I can go to medical school, but that was like 10-year course, and my mom thought that I would deplete the funds for my other brother and sister. So I was told that I can choose a course that's 4 years, and they can only send me to university for 4 years. So I graduated as a medical technology, thinking it's equivalent of a pre-med. But after graduating, my friend wanted to apply to come to London and become a nurse. So I accompanied her to the embassy and I waited for her while she was taking the exam. But the consul came out and said, "Don't get bored, come and sit with your friend and take the exam." So we only had to write an essay about chivalry. And my friend failed, I passed, and the rest is history.
Oh.
So, yeah, that was my friend wrote the letter, application letter, and she even used the old ID photograph that she had in her wallet of me. But the letter was sent in January. By July, I already have my work permit. So I came in UK by October 1972. So come next October 72, it will be my 50th year.
Wow.
In NHS.
Oh, wow. So where's your friend?
I might think of hanging my clogs then.
Just like the NBA, in basketball, isn't it? You hang your jersey. But I'm just curious. Where's your friend now? Who took the exam? Did she manage to come in here as well?
No. I have a feeling that she went to California, but without using a detective, I wouldn't know where she lives now. I don't even know if she's still alive. But I
Oh,
went home
okay.
to the Philippines every 2 years and was looking for her. I never found her again.
I see. I see. Okay. So nobody actually influenced you to become a nurse. It just happened.
No, it happened, and it was the visa that was given to me.
Mm,
So initially, I accepted it, thinking that I will be able to train as a doctor. But the
mm,
international fees were quite expensive and out of my reach. So
mm,
instead of fighting the institution, I just go with the flow. And by the time I came to the last placement,
mm.
of my nurse training, it was in theater. So I was so happy to be with the doctors in that
Ah,
operating room, and I found my place.
yeah,
Nursing
yeah, yeah,
in the ward was not my cup of tea to begin with. I mean,
yeah,
in those days, you were always asked to wash the bandages because we have to reuse them or empty the bed pans and put it in the
yeah.
washer, and that wasn't my cup of tea.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather be washing instruments or cooking the instruments and sterilizing them.
I see. But did you
Yeah.
come from a family of health professionals as well?
No, my parents eloped when they were 21 years old. They had 20 pesos between them, and both uh, parents did not really like the idea of them eloping. My
Mm-hmm.
father was a city boy, and my mom was provinciana. So I think they had to earn a living out of 20 pesos they had. But my
Mm.
mother was a very good businesswoman. In fact, when
Mm-hmm.
I went to high school, they put me in a private school, and I didn't know where the money was coming from.
Mm.
So after high school, I wanted to um, study. So I went. I've lost you.
Hello, Ate. You're still. I can hear you. I think
Yeah, I can see it.
your
Yeah.
connection. Your connection. Yeah, you're back now.
Oh,
You're back.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So um, yes, I went to study in Philippine Women's University and graduated there. But when I came to England, I did nursing, and the people that was in the nursing course with me were wondering how can I answer all those questions
Mm.
that they were asking me.
We lost you, Ate. You still with us? Ayan. Lucky Nilia, thank you very much. Listening skills is every nurse's skills. Thank you, Lucky. Welcome here, Lucky Nilia. Ayan, listening is a crucial skills for nurses. Well done. Ayan, that's for Ate Julie Simmons. Ayan, one of our frontliners as well. Ayan, Lucky Nilia, and also a beauty queen. Ayan, thank you for tuning in. Ayan, I think Ate Julie's having a problem with her internet connection. Ayan, but while waiting for Ate Julie, I just would like to announce this one. Ayan. Ayan, for a better way to send money, download the app World Remit at worldremit.com. So they have a promo at the moment, actually. They have a promo which is get your first 3 money transfers to the Philippines for free. Wow, amazing, for free. When you use the promo code 3FREE and download the app. You can see the website there, or just visit www.worldremit.com. Ayan. This is amazing, especially during Christmas. Get a little bit more. Get your first 3 money transfers to the Philippines for free. So remember that code 3FREE, but you have to download the app. And in order to download the app, you have to go to www.worldremit.com. Ayan. So yan po. Thank you very much, World Remit, for your support in germinations. Ayan. Updating the Android. Oh no. Updating the Android. Okay, we have to wait for Ate Julie to come back. Ayan. And yes, Coco loves Amber. Thank you. And I just would like to announce as well. So while waiting for Ate Julie to get connected back to us, I just would like to invite. Ayan, teka, let's just see. Oh, Android seems to be updating. Not to worry, ate. We'll wait until you come back. This coming Sunday, I would like to invite everyone. Ayan. Pinoy Musikero UK's 10th annual live music concert featuring bands like New Groups, Tricycle, Local Brown, Team Karma, SP41, Girl Named Luna, Skylab, Saksik Prago, plus many more. This will be on Sunday, December 12th, 2021, at 2 p.m. until late at Circa Loca in Hounslow. There is an entry fee of £10. So don't forget, for all those who are here in London, uh, please save the date. This coming Sunday, live concert, 10th annual concert from Pinoy Musikero UK, and I will be there as well. So say hi when you see me there. Yeah, let's see. Ayan, can I use? Yes, ate, you can use your phone po. Yes. Yes, absolutely. As long as you have Chrome in your browser. Yeah. Congratulations to the success of your Germination Award last Sunday. Congratulations to all the winners. Thank you very much. Ayan, thank you. Thank you very much, Lucky Nilia, who is one of our nominees as well for a key worker and a breakthrough, I think. Yeah, you were nominated in quite a couple of categories, and well done for that one. Thank you, Lucky Nilia. Thank you, thank you. Ayan. Okay. Let's wait for Ate Julie. And I hope you're all doing well, and please always stay safe. And I think I would like to play this advert again because I've been hearing that Boris Johnson has made an announcement about some restrictions being implemented from starting Monday. I'm not sure what that one is all about, but anyway, always stay safe. And I need to play this one again for everybody's reminder.
Wash your hands or sanitize your hand. Wear your face mask and maintain a safe distance.
Ayan. And please, don't forget, coming soon, here in the UK, this is my collaboration with Global Filipino Network, GFN channel. Ayan, abangan nyo po, Kabayan Europe, this December 16. And my co-host will be all the way from Denmark, Suzette Lin. Ayan. So, Kabayan Europe is a program of a Global Filipino Network, or GFN channel, which is based in the US. Ayan. Ruby Harper, for your info, BOH. Please educate me. I don't know what BOH means, Ruby Harper. But anyway, thank you. Let's just see. Let's give you. Ayan. And Coco loves Amber as well. Ayan, thanks. Thanks. I'm just typing thanks. Coco loves Amber. Thank you. Thanks, Ruby Harper. Ayan. Ayan, thank you. All right, I think yes, I think Ate sing us a Christmas song, why not? While waiting. Why not? Okay, so while waiting for Ate Julie Simmons. All right, so let's sing you a Christmas song. Let's see what I've got. Let's see what I've got in here. Okay. Okay. Let's sing a Christmas song while waiting. Okay. My idea of a perfect Christmas is to spend it with you in a party or dinner for two. Anywhere would do. Celebrating the Yuletide season, always light up our life. Simple pleasures are made special too when they're shared with you. Looking through some old photographs, faces and friends will always remember. Watching busy shoppers rushing about in a cool breeze of December. Sparkling lights all over town. Children's carols in the air. By the Christmas tree, a shower of stardust on your hair. I can think of a better Christmas than my wish coming true. And my wish is that you let me spend my whole life with you. Looking through some old photographs, faces and friends will always remember. Watching busy shoppers rushing about in a cool breeze of December. Sparkling lights all over town. Children's carols in the air. By the Christmas tree, a shower of stardust on your hair. I can think of a better Christmas than my wish coming true. And my wish is that you let me spend my whole life with you. My idea of a perfect Christmas, spending it with you. Yan. You're back now, ate. Ayan, welcome back, ate. Can you hear me?
Okay, yes.
Yes, welcome back, welcome back. Ayan. I sang while you were
Yeah,
when
I
you were
saw
away.
you singing. I could hear.
All right, so welcome back, Ate. So where were we? Uh, yes, okay. So I lose track now. But anyway, let's just flash Lucky Nilia's comment here. Ayan. Ayan. She said earlier, listening skills is every nurse's skills. And she said, well done. Ayan. Thank you, Lucky Nilia. Ayan. And yan, okay. So, Ate Julie, was there a time na you thought na you would like to change career? Because initially you didn't like nursing, right? But eventually you
Yeah,
liked. But
but
I mean, 49 years.
yeah, for 49 years, I was actually I wasn't aware that I was developing nicely, if you know what I mean, because I used to have students, and I really and truly, no one in nursing were not very good at praising people. So no one actually said to me, "Well done for teaching the new student nurses." But I felt myself that I needed confirmation from someone that I was doing a job. So I went to an evening school and did my teaching course, a basic one.
Oh, okay.
But the tutor was saying this is beyond your capabilities, so they fast tracked me through to cert ed. But my tutor there was saying something like, "This is beyond your capable. This is not enough for you. We will take you to the next stage up." So basically speaking, I left Anglia Ruskin University with a BA honors in education. So soon after I qualified as a teacher, I was headhunted by Peterborough, and I became a lecturer practitioner
Oh,
in
okay.
the university. So not only graduated medtech, finished my nursing, became
Yeah.
a teacher.
Oh my
When I
God.
became a teacher, they kept sending me to different conference and different countries to recruit. So by the time, and I saw one weekend that my bill was like, this was back in 2000, my bill was something like 17,000 for a weekend going to Scotland, and I came back with one staff nurse. So jokingly, I went to my manager and said something like, "Why don't you send me to the Philippines and I'll bring you plenty of nurses?" And that particular time, it fell on deaf ears, but luckily, another boy from Zimbabwe came and wanted to do the adaptation program in Edinburgh. So I told my manager that I could write a program for him. And I searched everywhere in different hospitals if there was such a thing as adaptation. But based on the Rule 18 of the NMC, I was able to produce a program which this Zimbabwe boy qualified, and that program I took to HR. And to cut the story short, I went home to the Philippines, recruited 120 nurses.
Wow.
And that is, to me, that's no longer nursing. So I eventually went back to university to do my postgraduate in management.
I see.
So I wasn't a theater nurse as such all the time, but it was it was a little vehicle for me to go right to the top.
Wow. So you were a med tech, you were a nurse, and you finished education as well.
And postgraduate.
Postgraduate. Wow.
In management.
Amazing. So, Ate Julie, I'm just curious, if you are not a nurse, what would you be practicing? I'm just curious.
Okay.
If you were not a nurse.
If I wasn't a nurse, I should tell you that I've got a secret addiction, and that is property. I like investing money in property. So I've done that here in the UK from age 32. I met my husband then, and I said, "I quite like to make you a millionaire one day." So he obviously married me, and the rest is history.
Oh, so you do property as well. That's really good, Ate, no? Apart from
I like talking business. I like property speculating. I like
Wow.
talking about tenants. I like talking about landlords, legislations, and things.
Mhm. Wow, that's
So
another
if
career for you.
well, that's my little secret.
All right.
In fact, when the Filipinos came in year 2000, I've
Mm,
never really talked to anybody about that part of me
mm,
because I thought no one was going to be interested anyway. But because I
mm,
recruited all these Filipinos and they're so homesick, they didn't know anybody else in UK. So I started accommodating them in my property, and
mm,
obviously the word got around. So
mm.
um, and at that particular time, I like driving in my BMW, so I could not really hide things. I had
Yeah,
to
yeah.
eventually get rid of my BMW and pretended to be riding a bus instead, just to be
Oh,
discreet.
that's really amazing, Ate. So, Ate, in your 49 years of being in the NHS, how do you think how much nursing has changed over the years?
Well,
In chatters in particular, because you're
yeah,
more of a chatter nurse.
yes. Well, before I became a qualified, before I became a theater nurse, I didn't realize that they were awarding nurses, um, but they are giving nurses different awards, and I was so shocked when they said I was the best nurse of the year when I completed my nursing, and I said, "How did that happen?" So I
Mm,
was just asking, but in those days, the exams for nurses were like classroom based. They
mm,
don't have tests like we have in the Philippines. This is more like essay writing.
mm,
So I found it quite easy. And when they compared my grades to about 7 trusts across East End, apparently I came top. So I had the best nurse award. But since
mm,
then, the training has changed. The NMC was called GNC before, or
mm. Okay.
prior to that, back in the 1800, when Florence Nightingale was learning, there was no such thing as standard education for nursing. It was like
Mm,
middle class women calling themselves a nurse, but then it became law that you can't just call yourself a nurse without training. So
mm,
when I was training, it was GNC. The courses were joint board, not by ENP or NMC or a higher
mm,
education. And the training changed from like apprenticeship,
mm.
like 20% theory and 80% practice. And that
I
was my
see. Yeah.
training. At
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
moment, it's now 80% theory and 20% practice with the Project 2000 nurses. And then after
Yeah.
then it became 18 months foundation. Then you have to go into midwifery, mental health, adult nursing, or pediatric nursing.
Mm, mm,
So in theaters, we started with 4 theaters. It became 8. And at the moment, it's now 41. And by the
mm.
time I retired, my manager wrote a letter and said something like, I must feel very proud of looking up and down the corridor, knowing that I made the department the way it is.
Wow.
So I had goosebumps when she was talking to me like that. Because I walk around the theaters now. I'm a staff nurse. All my big bosses now, matrons and everyone, were people I trained.
Mm. Oh, okay.
I see the doctors that I've taught,
Mm.
how to scrub up so that they can do their surgery.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
consultants now because when I was younger, I was teaching them how to scrub. They're
Mm, mm.
consultants, so they still say good morning, sister. And I thought, oh my goodness, are you still here? They were saying to me. I said, no, I haven't hung up my clothes yet. I'm still here. I still got my eyes on you.
That's really interesting, during the time more of apprenticeship, na
Yes.
80%
Yeah.
will be like application and only 20% is theory, but
Yeah.
it's the other way around now.
Yes, and it's
Mm,
sometimes you've done it in the hospital, you've done the practice in the hospital, and you haven't had that lecture yet at the School of Nursing or College of Nursing. So it's like you sit there and the tutor will be talking to you, or the lecturer will be talking to you, and deep down you know very well that you know that already, but it's in this country you don't blurt it all loud that you know that already. So I have become British and bit my tongue most of the time.
How about the quality of nurses over the years? Do you think
I always like to think of the practice. Practice is probably better then, but then you didn't have the theory behind it. So now these days you have almost the 50-50, and they are opening a lot more avenues now for nurses. They're bringing back the apprenticeship, and you have the degree. Because some people would actually use nursing as a vehicle to become managers in the NHS. They don't really want to practice as nurses, but they want to go straight into general management.
I see. All right, that makes sense. Because we have like general managers, and you wonder why. What background do you have?
Yeah,
I sometimes,
they have just the actual basic nursing. They don't actually practice, but they go into business administration, and so they become chief executive, or they go straight into assistant chief nurse. But if you are passionate about clinical practice, I have been asked if I wanted to go in for chief nurse or assistant chief nurse, but I was far more interested in writing policies for the theaters and enhance the clinical practice of people. We used to have we still have Association of Theatre Nurses, which is a national association, and they are the body that sort of set up the guidelines for our theatre practice, because there's no individual trust that would actually have a manual for theatre nurses. Theatre nurses write their own manual, if you know what I mean. It's very much like the intensive care unit. You know, your practice is very much dictated by the consultants and the anesthetist.
Yeah, that's
so
true. Yeah.
not enough theory come from the School of Nursing. What they have is the local senior nurse that would actually come to the university and give the lecture, and none of those people in the university will be able to give as in-depth knowledge as the senior nurse that would come from intensive care or theatre nursing. Because they're so specialized that you cannot beat the knowledge that these people get every day in, day out.
Yes, amazing. And how about, is there any practices, old practices, that you wish we're still practicing right now? You can see the difference.
No, because it is so advanced at the moment. Like for example, in the olden days, if someone has got hemorrhoids, say for example, people will approach that differently in those days, and you could lose a patient from bleeding. These days you will not be doing that, because you will be using endoscopic procedures, so keyhole surgery, and minimizing patient stay, saving money for the NHS. So you don't wait for the patient to catch the hospital infection. They are discharged the same day, and you have more beds available for another patient on the waiting list. So those practices in the good old days are far more expensive than what has replaced it is a modern technical surgical procedure.
I see. During your time, Ate, I'm just curious, did you experience any racial discrimination during that time, or?
When I am inside the hospital, I don't think I have experienced it as such, because you're almost like treated as one of the family. But when you go outside and people, like for me for example, it was only me and my best friend who were the first two nurses at Addenbrooke's. I mean, you don't see any person darker than me in 1979 at Addenbrooke's. No,
Mm.
you will not see any dark person. I'm the darkest person there.
Mm. I
So
see.
no other nationality apart from Filipino and Irish
Yeah.
and English, and so it took a long time
Mm.
before other nationalities came into Edinburgh. But in London, obviously,
Mm.
when I trained, I was with the nurses from Jamaica,
Mm.
and Ireland, and there were a few Chinese nurses from Mauritius.
I see.
Yeah.
Now
But
it's a.
I have enjoyed my time at Edinburgh. So I was allowed to be myself, to actually enjoy my own empowerment, if you like, because I'm allowed to set my own goals, achieve my own goals, control my destiny, and
Mm.
um, you know take action all the time. And a manager secretly told me that if I wanted something changed, keep doing it until someone stop you doing it.
Yeah.
Basically, most of the I ended up every time I was unhappy about something, I ended up writing the policies,
Mm.
benchmark
Yeah. Yeah.
against other hospitals. And
Mm.
once I have benchmarked with 2 to 5 hospitals, then
Mm.
I'm quite happy that what I've written is good, enough to be a standard. So
Wow.
I learned how to set standards using different tools.
Mm.
And I wasn't ashamed that I am
Mm.
of Filipino background.
Mm.
I stand or I put my head up the parapet. I don't mind anyone bashing, but
Mm.
I will compete with any senior nurse that is available around me, because I will not play a second fiddle. I will stick my head up, stick my
Wow.
neck up.
Amazing. Proud
In fact,
Pinoy.
yes, in fact, I was called in the chief executive office one day, and he congratulated me along with the chief nurse, saying something like, they were so amazed by the study day that I have created. So
Mm.
I set up a study day in the year 2000, asking nurses to leap into the millennium, because 2000
Mm.
is the millennium.
Yeah.
So I set up a study day. It was attended by 250 delegates from UK, around UK. My speaker included the newly appointed chief nurse of Tony Blair, which was the prime minister then. So they were so impressed that a little old me could arrange something like that. But I could not have done it if I wasn't a theater nurse, because invited Payu Gel to set up a stall with all the gloves and all the freebies.
Mm.
I asked another company, to provide a rucksack for everyone with pens, paper, and
Yeah.
freebies. So they've not seen anything like it. I had a study day in Robinson College, one of the university colleges here, and it wasn't held in the hospital, so it was a nice surrounding. And the guest attendees were given addresses of the available bed and breakfast, so that they can come the night before and attend the lectures.
Wow. That's really
So
amazing.
yeah, that was probably the highlight of my career, being recognized by someone when people seem to think that theater nurses are just hiding behind closed doors. But
We
but
rarely see you because you're always inside the theater. And once
no,
you're there, you're there most of the
I was
time,
up
isn't
and
it?
about. I was up and
Yeah.
about, and I like to challenge people. Um, as I said, to empower yourself, you have to be out there, sticking your
Mm.
neck out, and not worry about being criticized. but keep
Yeah,
setting
yeah,
goals, keep
yeah.
achieving it, and basically at the end of the day, they will probably try and say, "Will I be able to talk to this woman?" There was a time that a pediatric surgeon came to an emergency theater and I was around, and someone told me that I have to get an orthopedic nurse. I said, "Why do I need an orthopedic nurse?" "Oh, because it's an orthopedic specialty." So I went to the consultant herself and I said, "Excuse me, do you think I need to call a dedicated orthopedic nurse to do this emergency?" She took one look at me, head to foot, and asked me, "Sister, do you think I need an orthopedic nurse?" I said, "I don't know. I mean, I don't know you. You don't know me. It's up to you. Do you need someone?" And she said, "No, no, no. Let's just get on with it. Send for the baby." And so while doing the case, she was saying, "You see, sister, I didn't need an orthopedic nurse." And I said, "Well, how can you tell that?" And she turned around and said, "You walk and talk like a 6 foot tall man."
Amazing. That's really the assertiveness that we Filipino nurses should actually
Yes.
uh, imitate as well. Because you notice that Filipinos coming in here, they just what you call, they are subservient. Whatever the, the nurse say, or the head nurse say, they will just, okay, okay, we'll do that, even though they're struggling. But as what you said, you have to challenge, you have to look
Yes.
after yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have to be assertive as well.
Yes. Yeah, I think I'm kind,
Mm.
resolute,
Mm.
and I'm a go-getter. It's not as if they would, in those particular days, the time when I came, it was very much like Filipinos or
Mm.
girls are
Yeah.
known to be catalog bride. In fact, one of the surgeons, while I was assisting a liver transplant, said to me, "Were you one of the catalog brides?" I said, "Oh, well, no." I said, "Excuse me, I think my husband was a catalog groom and I paid £3,000 for him." Then everybody went quiet. I
All
mean, in
right.
those in the
Yeah,
current
yeah.
current climate now, you cannot talk like that to someone. But
Yeah,
then
yeah.
I have seen so many things in my nursing life that it should not have happened. In the recently in the news, you have heard of women crying because the child or children were taken away because they were
Mm.
not married many years ago. That was back in 75. I mean, I remembered in the nurse's home, they locked the doors at 5 o'clock so no one else can come in. But one of the girls was taken to the nurse and baby home, and no one knew why she went, but eventually she had a baby and the baby was taken away from her.
Oh, wow.
So that has happened in my time in
Mm.
one of the girls in the nurse's home. And our rooms were inspected by the home warden
Mm.
at 5 o'clock to make sure there's no boyfriend staying in the night.
Okay. Very strict, eh?
Well, that was when I talk about it now, they don't want to believe me. But if you imagine a phone booth under the stairs, there will be a window, and that window will be closed. And when you open it, it's probably about 6 inches, enough, not enough space for someone to go in or out. But because the
Mm.
Filipinos are very slim, they could sneak out.
Yeah. All right. So at this point, I just would like to greet all those who are coming in to watch us. We have Z Stanton. Welcome here, Z Stanton. We also
Hello,
have
Z.
Mimi Mili. Yeah, welcome here, Mimi Mili. We have Errol Lim Isip. Welcome here in Germination. We have Ali Bernardo. Welcome. We have Nastaran Motragi. Yeah, Nasran Motragi, welcome here. We have Elvin Dayan, welcome. And we have Arnel Mangilinan, yeah, and also a key worker, yeah, in one of the top hospitals here in London, and also my fellow thespian in Philippine Chatter UK, Arnel, yeah, welcome. And there's a comment here, Z Sanon, hi Tita, you truly are an amazing woman, and I love your outfit. Yeah. We also have Ate Daisy's Guerra. Ayan, our Mrs.Philippines EuroAsia 2021. Ayan. Good evening, Sis Julie Simmons, our secretary. Ayan. Welcome here, Ate Daisy.
Hello,
Ayan.
Daisy. Hello, C.
Welcome, welcome. Ate, I'm sure you have heard this so many times, that nurses are overworked and underpaid. And there was a time na, with the pandemic, every Thursdays they were clapping at the NHS, but after that, things were in the news about the pay rise and blah blah blah, and then they said, clapping that's not will not pay our bills and it won't feed our families. What is your personal take on this when you hear people saying nurses are overworked and underpaid? But before you answer that question, Ate, I just would like to pause for a commercial break and we
Okay.
will be right back.
Okay.
Just hold on to that thought, to your answer, okay? And
Okay.
we will be right back, okay?
Bakit lang niluluto mo ah? Paborito ko yan.
Sa World Remit, naiintindihan namin ang iyong paglalakbay. Na minsan, kailangan lumayo upang makamit ang tagumpay. With ways to save more, when you send more, World Remit is here for you, so you can be there for them.
Wash your hands or sanitize your hand. Wear your face mask and maintain a safe distance.
She may be the face I can't forget, a trace of pleasure or regret, maybe my treasure or the price I have to pay. She may be the song that summer sings, maybe the chill that autumn brings, maybe 100 different things within a measure of the day. She may be the beauty or the beast, maybe the famine or the feast, may turn each day into a heaven or a hell. She may be the mirror of my dreams, a smile reflected in a stream. She may not be what she may seem inside her shell. who always seems so happy in a crowd, whose eyes can be so private and so proud. No one's allowed to see them when they cry. She may be the love that cannot hope to last, who comes from me from the shadows of the past, that I'll remember till the day I die. She may be the reason I survive, the why, the wherefore I'm alive, the one I care for through the rough and rainy years. Me, I'll take the laughter and the tears and make them all my souvenirs. For where she goes, I've got to be. The meaning of my life is she. Oh, she.
Yan. And we are back. Ayan, I just would like to greet Suzette Lin. Hello. Yan, Suzette Lin, my co-host for Kabayan Europe coming soon. Yan, in GFN network or channel. Ayan, thank you, Suzette. Ayan, watching. Thank you very much, Ate Daisy Guerra. Thank you very much for that one, Ate Daisy. And Sis Julie Simmons, one of our precious pearls. Ayan. Amazing. Ayan. So, Ate Julie, so going back to that question, what is your take on that one when you hear people saying, nurses are overworked but underpaid?
It's quite difficult to actually quantify that because we have a job. I didn't really feel about the lockdown. We went to work as all the key workers, NHS, had to keep going because we have so ill patients. So we've got money coming in because we've got our wages. We felt a little bit sorry for the furloughed people and people who lost their job. But obviously, we are only human beings, and we complain when we don't have enough money to pay for the bills and so on. But the public, although they were clapping and eventually stopped, the public actually supported us non-stop. The amount of food that we had, all the food that we had in the dining room was free. The car park was free. All the body lotions from Body Shop, from Boots, from Superdrug, they were all free. All the nuts and food that we get from charity, people cook food left, right, and center for the nurses on duty. Even hot chocolate, hot coffee, Costa, they were all free. So people will complain if they want to complain, but when you see the amount of support that you had from the public, apart from clapping, I have no reason to complain.
Amazing.
Obviously we have risk assessments for people who are from Bain community or Bami. So I'm one of those because I'm from the Philippines, and the trust wanted to support us. So basically the hospital was streamlined, so you have the clean part of the hospital. The theaters, you had the clean, and we call it red and amber. So obviously I was in the green area, so we can operate on people who isolated for 14 days. These days it's different now because we have the test, and a lot has happened since the pandemic. Well, we're still in pandemic, but we've got COVID vaccines now. Before, it was like you have a little bit of sore throat and you think you've got it, and most men shave their beard because the microorganisms can go inside the mask. Some
Yeah.
people shave their head because they think the germs will fall in at the top and travel into your nose and so on. But we are so much better now. We are so much more informed about how the microorganisms or the virus can actually come in contact with you.
That's true. We are more
I'm,
educated
I'm
now.
just I'm just so lucky that we came back from Norway
Uh-huh.
without COVID, because Norway now has got the highest
Oh.
the latest variant of
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
COVID,
Yeah.
Omicron or something, and
Omicron.
we missed
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
because they had a big party and attended by so many people, and they came back. Some people came back tested positive, but we came back negative, so that was
Wow.
lucky.
Good. Ate, what's the main life lesson that you have learned in your nursing journey that you want to share to us?
I would say something like you can always control your destiny. People say if you're a cook, get out of the kitchen if you don't like it. I've seen so
Yeah.
many people leave the operating theater. It's not for them. But
Yeah.
then eventually they come back. So really and truly, there's no greener pasture elsewhere.
Mm.
You have to, if you're getting fed up with it, there's so many specialties that you can move from. You can move from transplant to plastic surgery to
Mm.
gynecology to orthopedics. You're not going to get bored because there's so many advanced technique that you can do now, to treat people with cancer, treat people with not just chemotherapy but surgery. um, I Every day I still find myself excited about the whole job. People who might be listening to me might say something like, "Oh, what a boring life! 49 years behind closed doors." It's not like that, One day I came in and they asked me to go into emergency theater. I couldn't actually go in without someone asking for my signature. And I said, "What is this, autograph?" They said, "No, we are from the BBC. We are filming, and we want your consent."
I
And I
see.
wasn't really, I wasn't really interested in what they have to say because I have to go in. The patient had a collision, head-on collision with a lorry, and basically I need to go in and sort out my bits and pieces to assist the surgeon.
Wow, that was really amazing. And to think in the beginning, you told us that you really didn't like nursing at all, but with all the stories that you're telling us, you fell in love with nursing eventually. Well, what made you fell in love with nursing?
I was with the doctors in theaters. I wasn't actually doing the work in the ward, so it is the thing that I had in my head about the procedure, about the surgery, about the doctors, about patient care. So that was right up my street. So I didn't mind being a nurse because I'm still with the doctors, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah. And because you would
So
like to be, yeah.
I've spent most of the time being with them.
I see,
And
I see.
so I never had another second thought about doing medicine
Yeah.
because I was enjoying myself anyway in nursing. um as I said, you're allowed to develop how you want to develop yourself. I did
Yeah.
not sit back and did nothing. I wanted to change practice. I wanted to write policies. I wanted to teach people. I wanted the Filipinos to be top of the game. I want to empower them how to do X, Y, Z. I want to be accommodating, approachable, kind, and allow them to come and talk to me with any other ideas they might have. So if someone wanted to come someone wanted to apply as a matron, and they would ask me if I was to apply for the job, what project would I do. So if someone asked me that, I said, "Come with me. I'll show you. I'll give you a project. You do it and put your name to it."
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I will go to a theater. I said, "This particular theater need a new door for infection control." So she said nothing to anybody. I asked her to write all the action plan and contact the right people, talk to finance, talk to states and facilities. And before anybody could guess what was happening, she's done the business. She's put in place what I've asked her to do. So basically, although I'm a staff nurse, I'm still full of ideas. So this particular girl keep calling me my consultant nurse. So I have a different title to some people.
Good, 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 good. Ate, let's talk about naman your life as a beauty pageant. When did you start joining pageantry? Because at this stage, you're still very active in the pageantry industry. So, were you already joining pageantries even before in the Philippines, or
I've never,
just here?
no, I've never ever really heard or been dreaming about any of that. It was one of our Filipino nurses who came to Edinburgh and left to go to London. One day she just asked me if I would like to join Mrs. Pearl, and I said, "Oh, I don't know why you picked me, but I suppose you picked me because I would probably have a bit of time compared to all the other girls in my unit." So I just joined and didn't know much about it. I was just doing what I was asked to do. If I could have a 3-minute presentation or a picture picking up strawberries or doing a catwalk with a shopping bag, any of those things, that is if you like, because it was pandemic, it was just a nice thing to do, get you out of the house, do a little bit of walking down the park, being photographed, and it was good. And it kept me occupied, and it made me look at life in a different way, that I was opening another door while I was closing my door as a nurse. It's like
Yeah.
another life, if you know what I mean.
So,
So I got to know all the people in my hometown, Laurel, because I didn't realize that we have a very big community here in London, enough to have a big, huge party in one of the church hall in Tootingbeck last weekend.
okay.
So it's nice to get to know them, and I would not have known them if not for the beauty pageant. So all my cousins around the world got to hear about the pageant, and I was actually quite pleased on the night last July, because to look at the girls, to look at the actual program that we were delivering, it was one of a kind, and I was glad to be part of it. Win or lose, I was glad to be part of it.
So this was your first one. Is
First
it?
one. I can't
Yeah,
even
yeah.
walk properly.
No, I mean, the pageantry that you joined,
Yeah.
is EuroAsia, the first time, yeah? It's the
Yes.
first one. Oh, I see.
First one.
Okay. Wow, amazing. And you were Mrs. Philippines EuroAsia 2021 first runner-up, Pearl
Yes.
Charity.
Charity.
You're
Yes.
also Mrs. Elegance and Mrs. Eloquence. So well done,
More than
amazing.
that, I think I had about eight awards. I
Yeah, yeah,
was
yeah.
Mrs. Photogenic, Mrs. COVID Warrior, Eloquence, Elegance. Yeah, quite a lot of 8 altogether.
Wow, amazing, amazing. I interviewed somebody before. She was she's a model as well. She's an English model, and
Yes.
she said Philippines is actually the motherland of pageantries. She said that. So
Yes.
oh, what was that? So,
My husband just walked in with
what's
that.
your comment about this statement? Filipinos love pageantries. We love organizing pageantries. So what's your comment about this one?
Well, my comment is, if you go back to the history of um, our history back in the Spanish time, it was, remember our celebration in May, Sagala, and then
Yeah, yeah,
Alay, procession. So it's
yeah, yeah, yeah.
culminating into, after our Holy Week, it
Yeah.
culminates into a parade. And the
Mm,
parade was exactly to do with young girls meeting young boys. And that is the time when you have mixed girls and boys going to the church. And that's the only way that we can actually show beautiful girls. But it all came from there that we like to show beautiful girls and women, and not like England that you can actually raise money and
mm,
ask people to donate. We don't have such a thing like that in the Philippines. So we go into pageantry and raise money through charity.
mm.
And so that's the difference between why that girl was saying that, in the Philippines we have a lot of pageantry. And yes, it is true, because for the girls it's nice to have the prize, and for the people organizing for charity, they get help from other people to raise money.
Yeah.
And
Tell us
even the
about your.
ambassador, I
I
think
see.
the
Yeah, yeah.
ambassador said that to us when we had the launch last time, last year when you were there. He mentioned that uh, raising money is not as easy as it is in England, and that is why we go into pageantry.
Oh, okay. Okay. I see. I see. So, Ate, what do you think is the relevance of pageantry in today's world?
Relevance of pageantry too
In this world, in today's world.
in this well, in our lives at the moment, yes. Well, the thing is, if you have to raise money, for example, I mean, the winner of the first division, she wanted to help this child to have an operation because the child was suffering from water in the brain. So if the parents didn't have enough money to have this operation to relieve the pressure in the head of that child, then the winner was able to raise that money to actually help the child have the operation.
Wow, amazing.
And myself, if I didn't have the pageantry, I will not have thought of helping the Taal volcano victims kind of improve their lives after the devastating effect of the volcano eruption on the livestock. So I started helping people out with the Paiwi program. And if you didn't help these people raise their own livestock and earn money to actually educate the children, then they're going to have a very difficult life, which I count myself lucky, because I didn't have to worry like what they're worrying now. I would imagine many years ago that my mother would probably worry, when is the next meal, where is the next meal coming from? You and I don't have to worry about that right now, but there are still people out there who are worried about it. So if we don't help them earn a living for themselves, we don't like giving them money all the time. They have to learn how
Yeah,
to earn
yeah.
money, and therefore educate the children, because I like doing what I'm doing, because the ultimate aim of the game is to educate others.
Yeah, yeah. As what we say, don't give them fish, teach them how to fish.
Yes,
Good,
exactly.
good, good. Yeah. So, Ate, being Mrs. Elegance and Mrs. Eloquence, what does it take to be one? What was one possess to be Mrs. Elegance and
I
Mrs.
I
Eloquence?
I think the basic word that joins everything is confidence.
Confident.
If you are confident, you can be wearing jeans and trainers one day, and then the following day you could be asked to be dressed up to the nines. You won't be able to carry yourself like that if you do not have the confidence in the first place. So I think I salute those moms who bring their children up, enticing them to be more confident. Because I have a granddaughter and she's 11 years old, and I can see from she was 1 year old to now the amount of confidence she's getting. So by 24, 28 is probably a very good age that you could see someone is really building up their confidence.
I see.
And
Confidence
by the
is
time you
key.
come to my
Self-confidence
age,
is key.
you're not worried about anything else.
Thank you very much for answering that one, Ate Julie. At this point, I've got a surprise for you. There's somebody who would like to give you a special message. So,
Wow.
yeah, here you go.
Hi, Tita Julie. I just want to say a massive congratulations on your new award for doing a 49 years of service on NHS. A massive congratulations, and I'm very proud of you. Please continue to inspire others like you do every day. And I just want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Love you.
There you go. That was Z Stanton. Thank you very much, Z, for that message. Yeah, and Z Stanton is the vice chairman of Mrs.Philippines EuroAsia.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for that.
I had the pleasure of spending 4 days with her in Norway. It was
Oh,
fun.
I see. Amazing. Good, good. Ate Julie, let's just have a little bit of icebreaker,
Yes.
Basically, I call this one describe in one word. So I'm just gonna flash a picture and just describe in one word. All right? Okay. So first one, just describe in one word, yeah? There you go.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Debonair.
Debonair.
Caring.
Caring.
Political vibes.
Political vibes.
Sophisticated.
Sophisticated.
Deep in thought.
Deep in thought.
Yeah.
Think. What is that?
Chairman.
Chairman. This one.
Happy.
Happy.
Joking.
Joking. That's one.
Oh, he's hideous.
Hideous. All right. All right. Ate Julie. Thank you for sharing your time with us, your life experience,
Yes.
And I always ask this question to my special guest, I call this the dinner question. To wrap this up, I
Yeah.
call this a dinner. Nag-dinner ka na ba, ate? Before we
Yes.
had this,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So I call this the dinner question, So
Yeah.
if you're going to have dinner with somebody, anybody in this world, even though it's no longer living, right?
Yeah.
Anybody in this world, who is this person that you would like to have dinner with? Why and what question would you ask this person? Anybody that you could think of.
Yes, I think I would like to have dinner with Lord Sugar.
Lord Sugar. Why Lord Sugar?
Yes. Because I think all through the dinner I will learn something to him about business, about how to
Okay.
invest money, how to make money out of nothing. He is just so talented, and it's amazing to actually get ideas from these people. You know, when you are going with people and they have a lot of positive vibes in them, through talking to them, you don't realize that you are actually diverting that positive energy from them to you, and you
Mhm.
probably will leave them with negative equity in terms of their positive vibes.
Yeah, thank you, Ate. Thank you for answering that one. And I just would like to welcome Lynn Punzalan Ramos. Welcome here, Ate Lynn Punzalan Ramos. And we have Ayesha Macias Galanido. Yan, welcome here in Germination, Ayesha and Ate Lynn Punzalan Ramos. Yan, welcome, welcome. Yan. Thank you very much, Ate, for your time in here. And because of that, ayan, is a virtual flower for you.
Thank you.
For
I'll
your
have
time
it.
in here.
I'll
Thank
have
you very
that
much.
flower.
Is yes, yes. And I'll give you a glass of wine as well. Ayan.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Ate. Ate, is there anything that you would like to promote or give thanks to, or any message to women like you who would like to join the pageantry, but they think it's too late for them. So any message or
Well,
anything you would like to promote?
I think I will repeat the message that I mentioned when I attended the Glamour Night in London. That yes, I am 71 years old, and I entered the pageant. It's good to enter the pageant, a new experience in your life. And so, if you feel like joining, we've got another beauty pageant coming up, which is in July 2022. Registration is ongoing now. You can contact Julie Knowles, the chairman, or C. Stanton, the vice chairman, or any of the Mrs. Pearl, Queen of Charity, Daisy Guerra, and CJ, the winner, Mrs. Universe, admin of Philippine EuroAsia, or even me, because I'm secretary. So we've got a Facebook page. They can contact the admin or any of the officers and join the fun, and good luck, because it's very exciting. Just imagine you'll be walking on the catwalk strutting your stuff.
Yeah. Amazing, amazing. Thank you very much, Ate Julie, for your
Okay.
time in here.
Thank
And
you,
thank you
Jeff.
for sharing your life. 49
Yes.
years of service in the NHS. Wow.
Yes.
Amazing. I salute
Yeah.
to you. And
Yes.
not just being a medical technologist to start with, you were a nurse, you become an educator as well. And on the side, you're doing property, and now you are secretary of Mrs.Philippines EuroAsia. You know,
Yes.
Mrs. Elegance, Mrs. Eloquence, first
Mrs.
runner-up,
Photogenic.
Girl Charity, photogenic, you know, a lot more. So very impressive, and congratulations, and wish you all the best, and hope to see you soon again.
Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ate Julie.
Thank you
Have
for
a
your
good night.
time.
Have a good night.
Yes,
Thank
you too.
you
You
very much.
too.
Okay,
And
thank you very much,
yes.
Ate.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Good
Thank you
night.
very much. Bye. Bye. There you go. That's our special guest, Ate Julie Simmons, a theater nurse for 49 years of service in the NHS. Also, currently she is the secretary of Mrs. Philippines EuroAsia 2021. She was the first runner-up of Pearl Charity. She was Mrs. Elegance, Mrs. Eloquence, Mrs. Photogenic as well, and a lot more. So thank you very much for sharing your time, Ate Julie. And I would like to welcome Sir Maestro Rusty Malilin. Yan. Also a frontliner and a nurse. Yan. And a composer. Yan. Thank you for joining us, Kuya Rusty Malilin. Thank you, thank you. Yan. And all right. So let's just see. Ayan. So what is next on Germination? Ayan. So let's just all right. So on Sunday, this will be our episode on Sunday.
Hi, this is Paulo Payawal. I am from the International Marketing Group, promoting financial literacy to every families that is left behind. I would like to invite you to watch the episode of Germination is coming Sunday, December 12th at 7 p.m. I'll see you there. Thank you and God bless.
Ayan, again, I would like to thank World Remit, ayan, for being our sponsor since last year for our One Nation Awards UK Breakthrough 2021. And they have a promo at the moment running throughout Christmas. Get a little bit more. Ayan, so you have to visit www.worldremit.com and yes, get your first 3 money transfers to the Philippines for free. Yan, when you use the promo code 3FREE. You can see running on the screen right now, 3FREE. Download the app and visit www.worldremit.com. So don't miss that one, running all throughout Christmas time. Yan. And let's see, I just want to make sure that I've greeted everyone. Ayan, Errol Isip, then thank you again. Ate Daisy Guerra, Z Stanton, Mimi Mili, Sina Chang. We have Kuya Rusty Malilin, Ayesha Macias Galanido, Lynn Ponsalan, Suzette Lynn, Aner Mangilinan, Ali Bernardo, Nastaran Motragi, Elvin Dayan, Lucky Nelia. Ayan. And for all those who have joined us today, for our episode, we have also Coco Loves Amber. Thank you again. And we have Ruby Harper. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you very much, everyone. And so as for me, always remember, the quality of our life will depend on the quality of the thoughts that we are thinking. Always make sure that you plant those seeds of positivity in your mind every single day and let it germinate, so that one day you will see the better version of yourself. Ayan. So thank you very much, everyone. And see you again on Sunday. Bye for now. Always take care. And see you again.
Hello everyone! As we are growing our community, we would like you to be part of Germination. So if you like our episode for today, please don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel and to like and follow our Facebook page, Germination, and to share the videos to all those people who you think will benefit from it. And if you know anybody whose life story is inspiring, or even your life story can be inspiring, please get in touch with us, because you'll never know. You will be our next special guest for our next episode, because we believe that your life story is worth live streaming. And don't forget to watch our live stream shows every Wednesdays, 7:30 in the evening, and on Sundays, 11 o'clock in the morning, and that's UK time. See you next time. This is Jeremy of Germination.